Hello and welcome to the lecture. Now, in the last lecture, I mentioned that there were even more optimizations that can be carried out to make this code even more concise. So, let us take a few variations of how this can be done. The first is to define the function where you are calling it. So we had a function definition that is separate from the call. So instead of that, I'm just going to cut this. I'm calling it in the filter. So I'll just paste this over here, and this will not work, but that's fine. And I've copy pasted this, and let's try to run this. So yes, it returns the correct answer. It returns only the even numbers. All I have done is take the definition from somewhere else and copy it where I want to call the function. Now, some programmers find this useful because when you are in the flow of programming, you can just define the function over here where you are using it and be done with it, rather than go somewhere else in the program, define it, and then try and call it back. So that is one way. Now, moving further, even further, trying to improve the program, what we can do is to get rid of the function keyword and the parenthesis, and we can introduce this arrow symbol over here. So let us try and run this program. That's map 3. So let's try and run that. And yes, as you can see, map 3 also returns the correct result. So I have removed the function keyword, I have removed the parenthesis, and I have introduced this arrow. And finally, let us also try to get rid of some of the other stuff. So we do not require the return statement, and we do not require the braces and the semicolons. So map 4 is the complete stripped down version. We just filter and we just have the basic elements that we require. So let us try and run this as well. Yep, map 4 also returns exactly the same. So all these are equivalent. All these ways are ways of doing the same thing. As you can see, map 4 way is much more concise than where we had started out with. So the point is to get rid of additional stuff wherever it's not required, so that finally you are just left with the essence or logic of what you are trying to do. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to filter the elements of the array so that I just am left with those that are even. So the modulo 2 represents the even, and the filter represents the filter, and so this is the final concise version. So we started with a massive function that focused more on how to implement the filtering, but we ended up with just one line which pretty much only mentions what we are trying to do. And most of it is pre-tested and just works. This is awesome. I'll see you in the next lecture. Now, lastly, as always, if there are any questions about the content, please do let me know in the comments below. Also, if you would like me to cover any more programming topics, please also let me know in the comments below. And finally, since this is a new channel, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and please click on the bell icon to be notified about future video uploads.